So was this drone incursion over New York, New Jersey, and many other parts of the United States and across the world, was it forecasted? Was it predicted? We're going to get into that in a few more clips, and I'll show you exactly why I titled that today. And so stick around, and we're going to get into it right here on the Human Spectrum. Not too bad of a beat. Created it myself, composed and produced it. If you guys are interested in music, I am also a music producer. You can find me on my YouTube artist channel at dj.capone. That's at dj.capone. And you're welcome to go over there and check out all my albums and singles, and I have new releases coming out soon. So with that said, let's get back into this UAP drone incursion that's happening over New Jersey and New York and obviously all over the place. Yeah, apparently from the Farsight Institute that you've heard me talk about before, based on one of their monthly meetings, and I'm going to say it's the October monthly meeting that they had. Supposedly what they do is they remote view, and they're remote viewing a live session at the time of that recording with an NHI, but they're going to call them ETs. I will be showing you that clip where they forecast that the ETs claim, or the NHI claim to the Farsight Institute live in this video, that they're going to be showing themselves more often. So I'm not sure. I mean, I do follow Farsight because it's interesting stuff, but I don't believe everything that's going on within the Institute until I can actually have boots on the ground and actually visit the place and watch them work. You can only see so much through the internet and their Farsight Prime website. And I'm not saying that the work they're doing is not good. They're doing good work. It's on behalf of humanity. It's on behalf of all of us. And again, I'll show you that clip toward the end where it was actually predicted, forecasted, or just laid out to them that they were going to be showing themselves more often, especially after the election. And I mean, if you were to take that without a grain of salt, it's actually happening. So I'll show you that toward the end of this video. But first, let's get into something interesting. We're calling them UAPs and drones and all this other stuff, but I got this thing from 2 days ago. Today's the 10th, so on the 8th, there was a recording of two anomalous phenomenon. There were white orbs. They appear to be orbs, no more than 1,000 feet off the ground, and then they come even lower. So we're going to take a look at that clip, and I want you guys to see this, and you can let me know what you think afterwards. Let's have a look at these two, what I call orbs, coming close to the ground. So the only thing about that video, I can't call it real, I can't call it fake. Let me know what you think in the comments. What I can tell you is, if that were me, I wouldn't be getting that close to something anomalous. That's what's making me think it might not be real, but again, it's nighttime. I didn't see any strings. I didn't see anything pulling on it. I didn't see anything hanging from it. So I don't know. It was interesting. I just wanted to bring it to you, but we got a lot more interesting stuff. So we're gonna move right along. Um, we're gonna go to the West Coast. This was on December 6th. Again, just a few days ago. And this is a bunch of what appear to be drones lined up in formation and then dropping down. And this video was taken from a distance. Um, so we're going to take a look at this one. This was featured on TikTok, actually, by the name is SlasherWife85 on TikTok. So let's take a look at this one, seeing that it's one of the most recent clips that I could obtain. So let's have a look.
Someone called the cops on these lights. See, even the police, they're going crazy. These aliens are attacking.
So that was from SlasherWife85. That's pretty amazing footage, I think. Unless that's a military base, and those are flares, and I know flares to be orange in color, possibly red, um, unless they have a new type of flare. Those didn't look like flares to me, but they could have been. But they're saying those are drones, and as you can see in that video clip, the cops were already on the way. Someone had called the cops. So that was something. You don't see that in a lot of clips where you have law enforcement already on the way uh, due to something that's anomalous. So that was interesting. Again, that was on the west coast of the United States. I don't know exactly where, but it was on the west coast. And again, I don't know if there was a base over there. I'm not sure if the cops would respond that way if there was, because I would think the police agencies in that area would know if there was a military site in that area and make a phone call first. But they do have to respond if someone calls, because they don't know what's going on until they get eyes on the actual objects in the sky or whatever the person called on. So that was interesting. And so we're going to move right along. I have another clip for you. And this one is a UAP slash drone, whatever you want to call it. And what this guy did was he took some videos and pictures, and I think I'm going to get some still images for this so I can show it to you guys. But in this particular video, you can see there it's a type of energy field, which would amount to what I would call an orb. But it could be a UAP of some form. It could be a drone. But let's take a look at this. This guy took this footage on the 8th. Again, 2 days ago. This was in New Jersey. These people are taking it upon themselves to go out and take these photos and videos, and I think that's a good thing. So let's take a look at this. It's pretty interesting.
Check this thing out. Anytime I try to zoom in with my camera all the way up to the drone, this is what I get. It has a round, like, shield around it. Fucking nuts. Well, right, that's zoomed in, 100, 208. And I'll show you the drone right now. Up in the sky. All the way over there.
So that was definitely anomalous. I think he did a good job of capturing that. He was zooming in with his camera, and when he zoomed in, you can see how it looked like whatever it was encapsulated. But being that far away, you're not going to probably see every possible thing within that energy field. It did look like an energy field, by the way. But if you look at it from a distance, it does look like something anomalous. And obviously it was there. You could see it when they had it close up, it was bouncing around a little bit, but it was in place. But some of that was them, but I think I saw it move a little bit in place. So I don't know. I thought that was interesting. Again, New Jersey, New York residents are taking it upon themselves to take video, zoom in, and analyze these things. And I think that's great. I encourage that. And if anyone from New Jersey or New York is watching this and you have some of this stuff, by all means, send it to the Human Spectrum. Send it to me. I have 2 email addresses you can send it to, and I would love to analyze it with all of you right here on the Human Spectrum. That would be great. So I obtained a 12-second audio recording in video format, though, of the military talking on their frequencies. Someone was listening to this military frequency and recorded it. And you're going to hear them talking about UAPs. I'm going to turn up the volume so you can hear it better, and probably play it twice for you so that you can hear what's going on. This is military communications, and it was recorded. So let's take a quick listen of this 12-second clip.
Yeah, we've got multiple reports of UAPs taking off in the field to the north and south of your current scan. Request 1.
So on that clip, and again, sorry it's so short, but that was all that I could obtain. That was just from last night. The military talking over their frequency, saying that there are reports of multiple UAP taking off from, I believe it was the northwest. And interesting. If you can get into a scanner frequency and listen to the military and have the ability to record, that's kind of some of the stuff you'll hear once in a great while. I was surprised that that was caught, and that was a good catch. So that was from December 9th, just yesterday. So that was interesting. We're going to move right along, and I want to show you the latest from Nancy Mace. I want to say this was before she was going into a classified briefing. I believe it was before she was going to go in. This is News Nation talking to her and answering a question or two. So let's take a look at this. This is just, I think, 3 days ago.
It did not come up. We talked about it, several different UAPs that have been in the press or leaked. Most of those have been explained, and they explained how they came to that conclusion, but there are ones that we discussed that are unexplained. And they have a plan, they say, to disclose and declassify how they came to that conclusion and why there's still objects that are unanswered.
You mentioned the shapes. What is it about the shapes of these drones?
There are certain shapes that are unexplained, that are in the air. I'm in a classified setting, so I will let Arrow, I don't want to cross over and disclose classified information, but there are certain shapes consistently that are unexplained, which is fascinating.
Okay, so I stand corrected. That was after the classified briefing, and you can obviously hear her talking about the obvious. In a classified briefing, they must have been shown something interesting. As she described some of the stuff, she said, I really want to leave it to Arrow, and so on. And I just wanted to show that to you because it was the classified briefing that they finally received just a few days ago, and that was her take on it. And I'd like to get some more. If I can see if Tim Burchett was in there, or if any other congressmen and congresswomen that were involved in that UAP hearing, whether it's Garcia, Tim Burchett, Luna. I'd like to see and get their take from what they might say after this classified briefing. But this is what we have from Nancy Mace, courtesy of News Nation. So that was pretty cool that we got to see her comments just coming out of there. She did look like, it did look like her eyebrows were raised on the subject in there. I did notice that they said that they're going to disclose some things. I think she meant the public or to them or both in the near future. So that'll be interesting because I remember she mentioned that in there, that they said they were going to disclose some things. So I'm going to be on the lookout for what those things are. So now I'm going to get to that one video clip I wanted to show you, where Farsight is doing remote viewing and they're in contact with the good NHI, and the bad NHI apparently are in league with the upper echelon, so from the top down type of thing. And Farsight apparently deals with the NHI and what they call the good ETs that want to deal with the masses. And if you look at their October, you can go to Farsight on YouTube. Go look at the video for October. It's called the monthly meeting. If you want, I can leave a link in the description. As a matter of fact, I'll do that. And you guys can watch that monthly meeting to get more insight on what this clip is really talking about. But what I want to show you in this clip is where they talk about they plan on, and they said this in October, and he's just reiterating this yesterday, that they're going to be showing themselves more, which is part of the plan that you'll hear about if you listen to the entire video of that monthly meeting of October 2024. So let's get into this clip where it tells you, where he tells you from the Farsight Institute that they were already planning to reveal themselves. Could it be this, all these drones and UAP that we're seeing now? Because if that's the case, Farsight may have got something right if everything they're doing is, you know, true. So let's find out.
So, in the last ET board meeting, they told us point blank that they are going to start having, they're going to start showing themselves. Now, what the group that we call the bad ETs, they fly all over the place. And we have shown you with, you know, past stuff that we've done, how to make video recordings of them flying all over the place because they're using stealth tech. So the good ETs, the ones that we work, told us in the last ET board meeting just last month that they're going to be showing up without the need, without using stealth tech. That means they're going to be showing up with sightings all of a sudden. They're going to do it like right away, and they're going to do it and in a way that you will not need special cameras like what we use at Farsight that are converted to infrared, shooting at high frame rates and things like that. You won't need any of that stuff. They just said, go out and look. And sure enough, blink, right after we announced it in our last ET board meeting, it started. There's huge numbers of sightings happening all over Britain, over military bases in Britain, over London, over Washington, D.C., in California, and it's in the news, and sometimes it's in like sort of offbeat news. But if you follow a bunch of things on Instagram and other things, you get it like, what's going on? There's this upsurge in sightings. That's our side of the ETs. Those are the good ETs. They're not using stealth tech, and they told us it's going to happen. It's going to start now. They told you.
So that was Courtney Brown from the Farsight Institute, and I'll leave the link in the description for the entire, if you want to watch the entire conference or monthly meeting that they had in October. I would encourage anybody that wants to know more about this to click on that link and take a look at that video. So it's not so much that I believe in these things. I just watch it, learn from it, and apparently what you're going to see in the board meeting and what he's telling you now is basically the NHI or the good ETs basically want to let everybody know that they're on the side of the masses, where Farsight describes the bad NHI or bad ETs as being with the people on top, or more nefarious, nefarious factions, if you will. And he's basically describing that during the monthly meeting as ETs that work with top down. So, and you obviously heard in there that they do want us to know that they're talking to Farsight, and in their monthly meetings, they do appear to be talking with them and translating, and you'll see that in its entirety when you click on that link. But I just wanted to show you that one piece there where he reiterated from that monthly meeting that they said in the coming months, and that this was back in October he's talking about, in the coming months we're going to start showing ourselves. So could that be related to what we're seeing right now? I do have a little map here that I wanted to show you guys. And I'm just going to share my screen real quick. And this is what they're calling mystery drone spotted in the Northeast. Lit up pretty well from Camden, New Jersey, Burlington, even Ocean County in the south, and Monmouth County, Staten Island, Somerset, Hunterdon, Warren, Morris, Bergen, Passaic, and Sussex. And there are also reports of some up here in north of New York City, and also on Long Island. And I've been getting reports in Pennsylvania, and I'm getting reports in upstate New York. So I'm just showing you the map of New Jersey, since this is where everything is centered around. This is a map that was I took from Fox News, and that they were showing on one of their news clips. So I just wanted to show you that really quick, but it's much wider than that, and it's on a larger scale than that. It's just right now it's very, for some reason, it just seems to be very concentrated in this area. So what are the reasons? Does the Trump National Golf Club at Bedminster have anything to do with it? I don't know. We don't know who these drones belong to, where they're coming from. But like I said, based on that that meeting with Nancy Mace, when she just came out of that classified briefing that she received, we're supposedly going to learn more about that. So I hope that comes out. I'm skeptical. If anything comes out, and they do want to let anything out, it might be through the representatives. But I think any disclosure that comes out, if it's going to be hard disclosure, if you're going to go by what Farsight's thinking is and their work, it looks like it's a race. One wants it to be drawn out, which would be the supposed bad NHI, and the good NHI want it condensed. You'll know more what I mean by that if you go and look at that October monthly meeting. They want to hurry up, and they actually say they have a hand in these things going on around the world, like in the Middle East and in Ukraine, and what's going on here in the United States. They have a hand in it. They're trying to hurry it along, and the video will explain itself when you watch it. But I just wanted to let you know and show you that clip, that according to the Farsight Institute, who do apparently allegedly communicate with NHI, the good NHI, they said that they were going to start showing themselves back in October in the coming months. Now the coming months are now here, and we're starting to see what law enforcement and military are calling drones, but I call them either UAP or drones. And we're seeing that. So whether or not it has anything to do with Farsight, I'm not sure, but it's a coincidence. If it's not anything else, let me know what you think in the comments. But they did say that back in October, and there were no incursions back then, not on this scale, and now you're seeing it. So makes you wonder, makes you think. Again, check out that link in the description for more information on their monthly meetings and how they go about communicating with the supposed good NHI. So check that out for yourself, and you can come to your own conclusions on that. If it's your first time here, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button so you can be notified when I upload a video. We are a growing community, and hopefully we'll make it to 500 here soon. I'm setting some goals, so hopefully we'll get there pretty soon. Also, if you have any images or videos that you are able to share, I would greatly appreciate it if you send them to the Human Spectrum. And again, like I said before, we'll feature them here and analyze them together. And anything and all is appreciated, even information. So we're doing this together. This is a community effort, not just on UAP issues. This is the Human Spectrum. We talk about a lot of different things too, if you go back on a few of my videos. But definitely we are laser focused on this right now because it appears that something is going on, in my opinion. And if something's going on and something as blatant as this showing up, especially in a concentrated area right now in New Jersey, but it's all over obviously, it's got to be telling us something. But we got to ask the question, what is it, why is it, and what comes after that, and what is the purpose? These are questions that we are trying to answer here on the Human Spectrum, and I'd be grateful if you can help me with that. So leave your comments. I appreciate all your comments, and stay tuned for more videos. Like I said the other day, I'm working on more videos, and I got more videos I'm working on. I've got more clips people are sending me. For those of you who have sent me clips and video clips, thank you. I appreciate that very much. Your contributions to the Human Spectrum are greatly valued and appreciated. That's all I have for today. Again, I'm working on some more stuff, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll be back soon. So from the Human Spectrum, have a good day or night, wherever you are. Take care, everyone.